Summer 2012 M2 question 6. So we have a light string and the bead is threaded onto the string. What that means is that there's no break in the string. So in the two parts of the string where the mass is and we have the weight, then there are equal tensions. This means that the force diagram for the examiner for part 1 will have a tension, a second one at an angle which I'm going to call theta, and our weight which is 0.3 g. I know I'm going to have to resolve forces to answer the question, so I need to know more about theta, so I'm also going to draw a triangle showing the distances. So I have 0.2, 0.15 and my angle theta. What I can notice in here is this is related to the 3, 4, 5 triangle for Pythagoras, and I note that this is going to be 0.25. If you don't notice it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle, then you can use Pythagoras to work out the hypotenuse. But once we've worked out all three sides, I can state that the cosine of theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and the sine of theta will be the opposite over the hypotenuse. Then consider forces. To do that, I need to resolve into horizontal and vertical. And I already have two forces in horizontal and vertical. I have a tension and my 0.3 g. I need to consider the third force. The angle is between the force and the horizontal, which means I'm going to have a cos component, which leaves me with the vertical as sine. In the vertical direction, we have no motion, so there is no resultant force. T sine theta has to equal 0.3 g, so T times 3/5 equals 0.3 times 9.8, and if we solve that we get 4.9, which is what we were asked for in the question. We then think about the horizontal motion, and in the horizontal motion we have circular, so the force towards the centre has to equal mass times acceleration. I'd previously worked out that T was 4.9 and that the cosine of theta was 4/5. I know that mass is 0.3, and I know that when I have circular motion, acceleration is r omega squared, and in this case r was 0.2. So if I substitute that into my equation, I then have 0.3 times 0.2 omega squared. That leaves me with an equation with one unknown, which I now need to solve. 147 equals omega squared, so omega will be the square root of 147. And the calculator gives the exact answer of 7√3. If you wish, you can give that to 3SF, which is 12.1.